See, you got a lot of black good fathers out there. You got black parents like Carl Winslow, George Lopez, Julius, Michael, etc., etc. You feel me? The list goes on. But in this video for Black History Month, I'm gonna have to talk about the one that gets the least amount of credit. There are a lot of black positive role models out there. Yeah, nobody really giving too much credit to my dog Piccolo Black. When I say Piccolo Black, I don't mean this or this. And what I'm saying is Piccolo is black. And he ain't only black, he out here playing father to every kid that needs love in their life. From father to grandfather, he is picking up the slack for all of his children, even his stepchildren in the Boo saga. And I don't want to hear excuses about nobody having to be a dad at an early age, because Piccolo picked up the slack at the early age of 8, taking on Gohan, who was 4, showing that you need to step up with no excuses and you can make something out of anything no matter what age. There are two types of people that divide Piccolo fans in Dragon Ball, and that being A, either Piccolo being or not being black, and B, being Piccolo being Gohan's father or stepfather. And I'm here to talk about how Piccolo is not only black but also Gohan's father, and how Piccolo is being slept on as a black father. Seeing as this video is about black dads appreciation, first off, Piccolo ain't even the only black character in Dragon Ball. There are numerous more. I'll probably just throw them all in at the end just to show y'all. But right now, I'm gonna say that all that Namek on Namek crime, y'all better stop playing like Namek ain't blacks as a whole race. Y'all better stop playing. No disrespect to a real one in the game, but didn't they even look like my man's Afro Samurai as a kid? On top of the Dragon Balls being the one thing that every other culture doesn't have, except specifically for Namekians, which represents our culture that has been stolen by others for years. Even off their facial expressions alone, you could tell that they are a black culture. Speaking of culture, tell me this don't sound the same. If you ever seen the movie Belly, then you already know what I'm talking about. But for those who don't, this is Nas' statement and Piccolo's statement. My nigga Nas says, when I opened my eyes, I couldn't believe it. Africa for real. I felt like the sky was a different color blue, the trees a different color green, and the people too, the people were beautiful. It felt right. It was harmony. Piccolo. Yes, I'm home. I'm alive. This is a miracle. I'm awake. I'm wide awake. And if that still don't sound close enough to the non-believers, watch this. Then tell me that them same two dialogues don't sound like they made from the same person.
When I opened my eyes, I couldn't believe it. Africa, for real. I felt like I never really seen clouds before. I felt beautiful. It felt right. It was harmony. Like I wasn't far from home. Everybody together. Me, Tion, Kenya. It's like a whole new beginning.
And now that I think about it, didn't Kami come to this foreign land from another ship and had no knowledge of where he came from or his roots? Plus, tell me that Kami don't have the energy of a grandfather. I guarantee you 10 out of 10 black people can tell you that. Not only that, if you look at Nail swag, you can already tell off Bales. And it ain't even just Nail swag, it's the way they dress, the way they look, they facial expressions, they personalities. You see these little kids playing Tonk. I think that's what it was called. I was more so a dominoes man trying to learn how to play chess. Other than Uno, I didn't really play too many card games. You get the point I'm making though. Man, y'all better stop playing with my Namekian niggas. I remember Tupac even was on the show that too many people don't really know about called A Different World. And in it, Tupac character name was Piccolo. And on top of that, if you want to be technically, how many people do you know have a nickname that they go by? Piccolo name was Junior. I'm not saying that blacks is the only race that go by nicknames, etc. But all I'm saying is the statistics of another race doing something similar is more so usually a 2 out of 10 experience versus it being a black thing being a 10 out of 10 where don't too many blacks go by their original name anyway. And I said that to say I know about 4 different juniors in the hood. And if you want to be technical, if you go out your show called My Wife and Kids, you'll see another black person named Junior on there. On top of that, my man has his own drip beam to come up with his own fashion. You see no other race in Dragon Ball have their own custom style. That's just for them and they people. You got Vegeta in the same armor, but that's about it. And that's irrelevant because the Frieza Force were the same style. He taught Gohan how to wear that shit with black people swag like a motherfucker. Nobody else can even pull it off other than Gohan. And that's because Piccolo is his father.
Mr. Piccolo, could you,
What, you want me to make you a gi like your dad's?
Actually, I was hoping I could get one like yours.
Oh. Did our heart just skip a beat?
That is precious.
Shut the f up! Yeah, sure, I guess. Clothes bee!
Wow, you know, that works on you. I mean, if you don't like orange.
Quick rundown, doors are gonna be a little difficult at first. I suggest a 45-degree angle. Also crowds, but I don't really deal with them.
And since I'm on the subject of Piccolo drip, we ain't gonna pretend that getting endorsed by Gucci and Balenciaga got them wanting to jock his swag off endorsement deals. Piccolo drip so clean. I remember on the Driver Filler episode, Chi-Chi tell Goku, like, look, Goku, you a bum. You don't take care of your kid. You don't bring food to the table. You don't bring no cash to this house. The fuck are you here for? You just a waste of time at this point. That's what she tell him, like, look, I got an idea. You gonna get your driver's license. You probably the only motherfucker that don't know how to drive. That's when Goku say, Piccolo don't know how to drive either. You know what? You're right. That's when Piccolo tell Goku, like, hey, bro, leave me out of this. I'm cool with baby mama. That's you that got the problem. We on good terms right now. That's when she like, you know what? Y'all both gonna get y'all license. If not, Goku, I'm not making you anything else to eat. And Piccolo, you will no longer be Gohan's father. Understood? It's the next day. They at driver's ed. Goku like, damn, bro, where you get them raggedy ass clothes from? What do you think you auditioning for? A Black 90s sitcom? You tell me, CSI Miami. Like, little do you know, wifey gave them to me. Damn, my BM gave them to you like that? Yeah, my BM gave them to me like that, bro. I told you, when you be out training, we be having a good time. Adult wrestling, you know. We be having our own little training sessions late at night when you be gone. Why do you think she knew what I could fit? That's when the instructor pop up like, all right, A, it's time for us to start the course, A. Hello, I'm your instructor, A. Excuse me, that was the blonde I had earlier, A. Damn, boy, you know you look like CSI Miami. Goku telling him like, hey, Father Time, you funny. I don't know why everybody keeps saying that. I don't even know what that is. He like, hey, it's true, eh? All you need is the mustache, eh? But that's another story. That's when Catherine tell Piccolo like, damn, boy, you got dripped like a motherfucker. I've heard of Tupac playing you, but who knew you played Tupac? Then she told him, I might be coming with you after work, Mr. BBP. That's when Piccolo like, I'm doing this for Gohan, I'm doing this for Gohan, I'm doing this for Gohan. Next thing you know, Piccolo driving like his plate 2 years old, and he got warrants out of town. That's when Goku pull up on the side of Piccolo like, hey, Fresh Prince, catch me if you can. Woohoo. Piccolo told him like, oh yeah, Reno 911, you got me all the way fucked up. That's when Piccolo put his foot on the gas and told him like, that's your ass, you better be doing a dash. Next thing you know, Piccolo doing 180 when the dash only go up to 150. Driving so fast, look like the boys behind them telling them like, this your last warning, pull over. Driving through town looking like they auditioning for a Need for Speed role. All you see is Gohan and Icarus chilling at the fence. Next thing you know, Goku telling like, God follow me, I wish I wore rubber, should've shot you on the wall. Piccolo ride by like, hello light in my darkness. Remember I love you, keep doing good and making your father proud. Which is me, by the way. They start busting whole U's like they playing Simpson Road Rage. Next thing you know, Piccolo pull up on the side of him like, hey, I got whipping skills for days, stop playing with me, son. This for that Fresh Prince joke. That's when Catherine tell him like, damn Will Smith, if you could drive, we leaving together today. Who like, I don't know if he tried to call me son or Son Goku, but how the fuck is he getting holes in my clothes? That black style of motherfucker. The only person in Dragon Ball Z that compete with Piccolo in the swag department is my dog Pikkon from the west side. I don't want to hear shit about Pikkon not being black, cause his roast game on 10 is off Bell's off black style. Then the way he carry himself is undefeated and unmatched other than with Piccolo, you feel me? Same styles, same attitude, same culture, different area. I remember Goku even told Pikkon when they was fighting that he got a friend named Piccolo that he bet they would become good friends if they met each other. He ain't thinking no Krillin, no Yamcha, no Tien. Hell, Vegeta is the closest thing to having the same attitude as Piccolo. He ain't even think of Vegeta. And Vegeta and Pikkon actually did meet. You know why Piccolo and Vegeta get along with each other? That's because Vegeta is actually Mexican, but I ain't about to get into that. But Mexicans is in a whole nother race that is somewhat associated with blacks, hence why George Lopez is even in the beginning of this video. Mexicans definitely are cousins, more like a brother from another mother type shit, you feel me? But you know what Goku thought of when he told Pikkon that staying to meet and Piccolo, these two real niggas will be cool ass friends with each other. And that's true cause real recognize real off Bells. Hell, even if you notice, Pikkon hat looks similar to a black Nubian pharaohs of ancient Egypt from the kingdom of Kush. And no, I'm not talking about weed. It's actually a place called Kush, which is a black kingdom. And if you ever came to the conclusion that Piccolo had it similar to that of a Muslim, then you would be right, and I'm about to tell you why. Guarantee it's gonna be a lot of y'all that think I'm just talking out my ass about some random ass speculations that I'm just coming up with off assumptions. But if so, then you'll be wrong, because I don't really say anything without actually doing research on it and know what I'm talking about. See, Piccolo and Pikkon designs was, whatever you want to call it, inspired or stolen by the Moors. See, the Moors was black Muslims of Northwest Africa, but it ain't just Northwest Africa. This also includes present-day Spain, Portugal, and also the Western Africa, whose culture is often called Moorish. See, as a creator, you can't make nothing without creativity being inspired by something that you see in real life. On top of Toriyama already being known to steal ideas that he just seen, like Goku, who is the main character's design being stolen from the Monkey King's son Wukong. Now here's where it's about to get interesting for y'all. Peep game, I'm about to put some real knowledge up in y'all head. So look, y'all know how Piccolo is always only seen meditating by himself, isolated. Now I told you what the Moors are and where they're from. Now let me tell you what the Moors was. The Moors are a spiritually advanced civilization who were thriving before an evil came and attempted to wipe them out. So let me get this straight. They not only look alike, but that also sound like this. Hence, which bring me back to what I said like 2 or 3 minutes into this video about the Dragon Ball statement that no other race has but every other race wants. Now let me tell you why Toriyama decided to make them all one gender instead of classifying them as male or female. See, but before I could do that, I have to tell you what Offset and Azura are. See, Offset is the embodiment of those initiative and instinct of facilities that lay deep within our psyche, governing our ability to care for and nurture others. People in whom this facility is strongly developed in are very protective, caring, and nurturing. These qualities amongst those were mostly desirable in mothers and wives, meaning mostly found but not always in just mothers and wives. Now if you ain't understand what I said saying that, then either replay it or reread it. But for those who do understand, then you'll kind of get an understanding on where I'm going with this, but then you don't, because I still ain't explained Azura, which is your true self, your true, entire, only, and ultimate purpose for being on earth is the resurrection of this indwelling intelligence, so that it may guide your life with the same omniscience that it uses to guide your psychological and subconscious mental activities. Now, if you ain't understand what I said on that, then same thing like the last one. Either reread the picture or replay the video until you understand it, but you need to catch up, Mustard, because I'm moving on. Now, for those who understood what I said reading both of them, it describes the Namekians as one whole gender, not male or female. Hence, which is why I said there is no male or female in their race. That's because Offset and Azura are both Egyptian arts practiced, meaning it's not supposed to attack a male or a female. It's a mental art embodied in your spirit. Same way it is for the Namekians, who isn't male or female. Now let me tell you where they get their green skin from. Cause Toriyama ain't shit the way he inspired by our culture. Got y'all believing that these people is not black. Now y'all remember how I said Pikkon hat looks similar to that of a Manovian king from a kingdom called Kush. Now for me to break down why their skin is green and why that hat looks so similar is because of this. That kingdom of Kush is called Northern Sudan now, and is located in northeastern Africa. Kush was part of Nubia, which stretched from the Upper Nile to the Red Sea. Now the kingdom of Kush was made way before Egypt, but I said all that to say this. Egypt is located in the northeastern part of Africa. It may seem like nothing, but I said all that for a reason, so listen. Egypt heartland is the Nile River, which is what I said Kush stretch out to. Now make sure you paying attention to what I said, because I'm about to break down where that green skin came from. But for me to do that, you need to understand that Kush existed before Egypt, but the Nile River from Kush stretches out to Egypt, meaning it's possible for walking distance. You know how they make carvings, drawings, and symbols on Egyptian walls? Well, if you see this thing right here, this is a person named Osiris. They get the green skin from Osiris. Osiris was one of the most important gods of ancient Egypt. Osiris played a double role. He was both a god of fertility and embodiment of the dead and a resurrected king, which is why they gave him the green skin. Sound a lot like them Dragon Balls that bring you back to life, right? Now let me show you another picture of Osiris and then tell me something. Now, if I put a picture of Osiris next to Pikkon, tell me that they don't look similarly the same way that Piccolo looked like Malcolm X in this picture. That's some Black history knowledge for your asses, so please believe me. And if you don't, it's okay, cause I still ain't done talking about how Namekians are black people, and I still ain't even bring up how Piccolo is Gohan's father yet. Let's play a quick game called What That Sound Like to You. Blank people are good. Blank people are generous. Blank people are poor. Blank people live in difficult living conditions. Blank people live in a community with a complex political system with no technology, but there is a guide or code that they live by. Now, do that sound like Namekians or niggas to you? Last I checked, Piccolo never felt like an Earthling anyway, other than being around his son Gohan. Plus, he embodied the strong, silent, and arrogant type commonly associated with black men, who also, like black men, go down a path of loneliness and darkness until they find some type of light within their child or something they can call family. At this point, you cannot deny that everything I said is anything other than facts, and if you do, then you're in nothing but denial. But there's one more thing I want to show you before I show you that Gohan is Piccolo's son. I know it's a lot of rumors that already go around where Piccolo is athletic and tall, etc., etc. But I just want to point out one superpower and compare it to one thing. Oh, kill him. Tell me he ain't the same in the game. I actually wasn't going to talk about this until another video, but seeing as I'm already on the subject of exposing slavery and blacks in Dragon Ball, I might as well point out a couple other things. I wasn't going to, but what other video than a black history video should I do this in? Might as well, right? If you on this page, then I speak nothing but the truth anyway. So before I get on the lighter subject of this video, it's still darkness. Because I don't write no script for these videos, it's just go as is freestyle type shit. I'm not going to really speak on these subjects too much because I'd be taking up even more time that wasn't planned. But I do want to point out a few other things real quick. First off, Mr. Popo from Dragon Ball and Jinx from Pokemon are supposed to be representations of a male and female version of blackface. If you don't know who blackface is, then go look up blackface. Second, I ain't gonna get into that Christopher Columbus topic because that's a whole nother thing. I know a lot of people ain't ready to talk about, but Saiyans are a mixed minority of blacks, Mexicans, whites, etc. To sum it down quickly, Frieza is basically Space Hitler. And the way he freely used the word monkey so loosely is to represent racial slurs of black people being called names. Third, since I talked about Hitler, let me bring up these two real quick. They designed by the great Akira Toriyama himself, so-called, right? I'm not even gonna say too much on this subject. I'm gonna just put up a picture right on the side of it and y'all tell me if this do or don't be the same thing. Now, is this not the same thing as a Nazi uniform? They're not only doing the pose, but they're also wearing the exact same uniform with the same color. Hell, even a red ribbon RR thing that's on the side of their arms is supposed to be the swastika that's supposed to be on Nazis' arms. On top of them being at the top of the poster to show higher power in their beliefs. The word gamma is supposed to replace the word German, meaning a German Nazi. Let me talk about the brother Oob real quick. First off, I want to say that seeing as GT wasn't left in Toriyama's hands, I will say they represented Oob a whole lot better, especially being a black brother off Bells. I gotta give a shout out to that. But I will say his introduction from Toriyama was racism. There's a lot of rumors where people think that Oob isn't black, he's Indian, but Oob isn't Indian. He is Middle Eastern. Nam and his village is Indian. You can even tell the difference in the way Oob talk and the way Nam talk. Oob talk proper like he knows the black culture. Nam talks proper like he knows Indian culture. Oob and his village is black. They're Middle Eastern from Africa. And seeing as he is reincarnated from Boo, yes, those are all other forms of black people as well, while all showing different black signs of black traits. There's so much shit on this list I can keep going on and on about to prolong this video even more. Hell, I could even talk about Beer's design and where this whole God Key bullshit came from. And this whole God thing they start talking about. But I'm not. The last two things I want to talk about is this picture right here. You remember what I said earlier about the whole nickname thing in the beginning of this video? Well, this man's name is Killer. There are black stereotypes with him from A to Z, but the only thing I'm gonna really speak on is the way they made his speech impediment. That's all I'm gonna say about that. If you don't know, then go look at the video with him in it in Dragon Ball and you'll see what I'm talking about. But the second thing is I just want to put up a picture and show you something. And y'all tell me if this do or don't belong. Same as the Hitler thing. Would you look at that? Mighty Mass is supposed to subconsciously represent a KKK member. Alright, that's enough knowledge for one video. Now it's time to talk about the Gohan thing, because I'm sure that's what y'all all been waiting for. I just want y'all to stay woke and know what y'all watching. Seeing that the fan base is split 50-50 on who being who's father for Gohan, I'm part of that 50 that believes that Piccolo is Gohan's father. But anyways, despite how I feel about who his parent is, I can't discredit the fact that Goku has done things to show that he is a good father. Now when I say that, I mean that loosely, but I won't take that from him. So before I talk about why Piccolo is his father, let me show you some of the good things that make Goku a good father. Now I will like to state, up until Goku met Raditz and Vegeta, he was kind of portrayed as a good father figure for the most part. We just came off of Dragon Ball and he was showing that he actually matured with his own family, settled down. By the time the Cell Saga was over and Piccolo was officially confirmed as his father throughout many viewers' eyes, there was times where Goku showed concern as a parent for his child, more like stepchild, but he did show concern for his children at times. For example, even in the BoJack movie where he went against the rules of death to save his son. But that's also because Piccolo knows who his child is and he knows how he is. He was more so too concerned as a parent to actually go through with that idiotic plan that actually worked out in the end on accident. A lot can even say that Gohan is the stepchild in Goku's eyes and Goten is his child in his eyes. And that's because since he came back in the Buu Saga, he did nothing but show Goten love and attention and affection, etc, etc. Way more than he did Gohan. With that being said, Goku even spent time with Goten and the rest of them in the last 10 years than he did with Gohan in his whole life. Just for Goku to still end up leaving with some reincarnated stranger he never met before for 5 years. And that's cause Goku ain't shit. But not only Goku, also Vegeta, he ain't slick. Y'all try to get him Father of the Year for his moment in the Buu Saga when it took him a year after in Super just to go through with his promise. Now granted, he is involved in his kid's life more and he is a better parent than Goku, but he still ain't as much as a good dad as Piccolo either. As a matter of fact, I don't understand why people see Piccolo being someone's father, stepfather, and grandparent as a problem. Seeing that Saiyans are literally born to be distant from their children since birth to the point they send them off to another planet to fight. Talk about Vegeta as a good dad. Boy, y'all must not remember shit in the Cell Saga because he treated Trunks like shit from time and time again. And I remember when Trunks even pull up on the scene looking fresh as hell. Vegeta looking like, you make me sick to my stomach and I don't even know why. Who is you? That's when Piccolo like, I'm gonna be your future father anyway. Trunks, what are you doing here? Next thing you know, Vegeta processing everything slow as hell. Like, wait a minute. I got a son named Trunks and he's a Super Saiyan. Like I am. Wait a minute. Saiyan from the future can go Super Saiyan. The only Saiyans on Earth is me and Kakarot. Son named Trunks. This kid named Trunks. Aw, hell no, Boma. I ain't taking care of 2 kids. Bitch, I don't even take care of my 1. Time and time again, Piccolo shows that he is nothing but a good parent. He has no problem stepping up to show his kids the affection and love that they need while also showing them tough discipline at times as well. The same way a black father would to bring the best out of their children with tough love, but with also nurturing love. Enough love to show their kids affection and discipline when necessary, with always the right amount to show them that they're not his friends. Because being a parent is a tough job, so I have to raise you, I have to make you stronger until there is a time where you can become my friend as an adult. Because at that point in time, my job as a parent is done. And it ain't even just Pan or Gohan that Piccolo shows his affection and love to. He has no problem showing any child that needs love and lack of discipline that he is a parent and he will prove it to them. I remember when he walked up on them from the Buu Saga, he told them like, wake y'all asses up, boy, I ain't got time for this shit today. This motherfucker is coming and we got problems. Why the fuck are y'all asleep? Ain't no time for sleeping. Y'all know the saying sleeping is dead. Well, I'ma kill your asses myself before that water bubble gum get a chance. If y'all don't wake y'all lazy asses up, we ain't got time for this shit. Can't tell them I am not Goku nor Vegeta. I will whoop y'all asses if you play with me. They should have a long time ago. I am not the one. They go back to sleep like they ain't ready for school. That's when Piccolo thinking like, oh, I must got joke written across my forehead. I thought I made myself clear, but clearly not. Then whoop they ass like he did them kids in the park on Baby Boy. They woke up like, Papa Piccolo, my jaw hurt. He like, ain't nobody got sympathy for you or yours. Call yourselves sleeping at a time like this. Why this pink Laffy Taffy is literally causing mass genocide and turning people to cane. I don't know how a black parent is. Once I say something, I say something. Everybody looking at him like parenting done right. Even in this picture, Goku just looked like he is the stepfather in this, casually in and out of his son's life. And I don't want to hear him being biased about the way Goku dressed because he done wore a suit how many times now? As a matter of fact, I'll even count it for you. Goku wore a suit 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Goku wore a suit on 5 different occasions. Yeah, he can't even dress up for his son's wedding. On top of providing and always making sure that his family is straight. On top of that, a lot can even argue that Gohan has abandonment issues from Goku because Goku never showed him type of love and affection that Piccolo shows. Goku has never even hugged Gohan. There's only 2 occasions where Gohan tried to hug him, and on both occasions Goku has hugged Gohan. Meanwhile, Piccolo spends every moment he can with his family because he loves him that much to the point he know everything about his granddaughter. Something Goku still don't know about. Even cutting into Chi-Chi, telling like, Chi-Chi, baby, you better remember how to make them kids food. She like, Daddy, we ain't had 2 kids for nothing. I remember for sure. Don't tell me not to worry because we are grandparents now, meaning we're softer on our grandchildren than we are our real children. For whatever reason, and also make sure you keep your eyes on her at all times. I do not want her running around nowhere playing with anything or getting into nothing. Chi-Chi like, yes, Big Daddy. That's when Piccolo telling like, and her toys are over there, and she likes to watch SpongeBob at times. Sometimes I sing her to sleep. Goku like, all these damn rules, man. That's why I left them in the first place. Piccolo like, I'm gonna stay here with y'all. I'm not leaving him with my kids. And I hope you ain't think I was gonna leave this out because if I brought it up for Goku, I'm bringing it up for Piccolo too because Piccolo cut straight into Goku. Told him, son Goku, more like son Gohan's deadbeat dad. Boy, where was your antennas when he was up sick at night? The things he ain't understand studying. I bet you ain't even bring his inhaler, did you even know he had asthma? Then really start letting Goku have it. Told him like, where was your ass at all them birthday list days when me and Chi-Chi was up singing happy birthday to him? You was gone 6 years out of his life. You jumped in the chamber to see him turn 11 and you think you know my son now, huh? I hope you ain't think you was claiming Gohan on your taxes because that's sure as hell out the question. You missed me with that bullshit. You think your parenting skills are the same as me doing the same shit to Gohan? He ain't no fighter just cause you trying to get him killed. The difference is tough love and no love. You do this cause you want to see a good fight. I do it cause I want my son to be ready for the world. Just for Goku to be like, damn, so I still can't get taxes, huh? So I spent that year with him for nothing. Fuck. Maybe if I asked Piccolo nice. I needed that money for training equipment that I already pre-ordered. Piccolo like, man, I don't even think you listen to me anymore. Just move, you bum. His real daddy about to jump in, bitch. Gohan in the back screaming, Papa Piccolo, help me, please. Well, that was a lot of fun. Time to wrap this video up. Moral of the story is remember that Piccolo is not only black, but also Gohan's father. Also, happy Juneteenth. Since I was supposed to drop this video on the 19th, but I know it ain't the 19th, at the end of this video, I might as well just show you everybody in Dragon Ball that's black. Remember that knowledge is power. Also, I know I was done, but it is one thing I forgot to point. Mr. Black is also another form of blackface, which is why they replaced Mr. Black with another Mr. Black later on in the future.